Today's Tips du Jour mailbag question comes to us from Germany. Robert, what is the optimum humidity level for my guitar? Dieter in Germany. Well, most guitars, Dieter, are happy somewhere in the 40 to 50% relative humidity range. But I guess it really depends on where the guitar was when it was built. What was the RH level when the guitar was built? For example, when I lived in Brazil, humidity levels were high. I once had an instrument that liked high humidity levels, somewhere in the 60 to 70% range, to just stabilize and play as it normally should. Now, how do you know if you're getting too much or not enough humidity? If it's really actually pretty easy. If you're getting too much, the guitar will start to puff up. Action will rise as the top rises. And you'll notice that the action is a little bit higher than normal, thinking, something's going on. Perhaps I'm getting a little too much humidity. And that doming of the top will actually go up. The doming of the back will puff up a little bit. I have a story about that. One time I built a guitar in Colorado, took it south down to Brazil, loaned it to a gentleman to do an album down there. I went back the next year to pick it up. It was unplayable. It was built in a dry climate, went to an extremely humid climate. As it expanded and puffed up, the fretboard was glued to the soundboard, had nowhere to go, so it just kind of curled up, and the guitar was unplayable. Brought it back to Colorado, put it in my humidified room here in Colorado, and it settled down and was then playable. So that's one way to know if you're getting too much. What about if you're not getting enough humidity? Well, probably the first thing is the action again will start to suffer. The action will start to lower as the top contracts with the lack of humidity. Also, the frets on the side of the fretboard will start to poke out a little bit. You'll notice playability issues right out of the gate. If it progresses further, then you'll start to notice some cosmetic issues like surface cracks in your finish. If it progresses a little bit further, then you start to notice some cracks in the woods, sides, back, top. Usually those are in the beginning just cosmetic. However, if it progresses even further, it can become structural. Bridges will start to lift if the extreme lack of humidity and they're still under tension. Cracks will start to separate the back and sides. The top will have cracks. And then in extreme cases, the actual bracing system on the inside of the instrument will start to come loose. Technical term for that is bad. You don't want to go there. So avoid all these problems. A large percentage of my business is fixing things that could have been avoided. So keep those guitars humidified. Generally between 40-50% range is adequate. Whether you do that in the case, if you have in the instrument humidifier like a damper or something that goes inside the guitar, or if you just have a dedicated space in your shop or in your house that is somewhere between those RH levels, and maintain that. I know it's not always possible, but do the best you can. Happy building, happy playing, happy finishing, and happy humidity.